Hey guys, before you watch the video, do us a favor. Please subscribe, like, and please share with your friends. It helps us out immensely. We can get this channel rolling and get some more people to watch it. We really appreciate it. And if you do like us, hey, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Now watch the video. Hey everybody, how we doing today? My name is Michael and welcome to Misfits Adventures. Hey, today was a day that we just kind of like flopped around the house, did pretty much nothing. Dione just went to go do laundry. I kind of mowed the lawn because we had to. It was getting a little bit high. Didn't record any of that stuff today for you. We just thought maybe we would have a little talk with you and say hello and tell you guys what we're doing. And then I want to do a little cooking for you guys and show you some ribs and some potato salad and things we're going to have for dinner tonight. It is 5 o'clock. This is going to take probably about 20 minutes to prepare, and I'm going to stick it on the grill or actually put it in the oven for a while, the ribs, and we'll eat a little bit later, but I want to show you how I cut them all up. And I'm going to make some potato salad and some corn on the cob. So stick around for that, and then Dione will be back, and we'll sit down either tonight or tomorrow before we go to work and talk to you guys. We've got a lot of things that are coming up that we want you all to know, and just tell you what's going on in our life today. Next week we'll be back up on the road. We'll try to go find some things to do. We were thinking about Mount St. Helen or Mount Hood. Go up there because there's no snow anymore. And yeah, I'll let Dione tell you a lot of stuff when she comes back later on this afternoon. So she should be back in about an hour from now. So with that said, I'm going to go start cooking, so if you want to come and watch me, I'll show you how I'm cooking our ribs and cutting them up and everything. Alright guys, check it out. So I bought these 2 racks of ribs from Fred Meyer's, they call it. Fred Meyer's is a Albertsons Safeway store, I guess you would call it. Same company owns it, but it's a chain that's been up here for a long time. They look pretty good. They're just pork spare ribs. They still have the flap on down here, or actually right here. So I'm going to trim these out real quick, wash them off. This one was $15.55 and this one was $12, so we got this one for free. So I actually paid $15 for 2 racks of ribs, which isn't bad at all. So we're going to go ahead and make these ribs. So check it out, see how I do it. I'm going to cut them up first. Get that there. Yeah, so I open the bag up a little bit. I'm going to pull them out. And then fold this over a little bit. Put it down. Doesn't get on everything. I'm going to actually take this, turn on the water, rinse this out so we don't get varmints, and so it doesn't smell later on this evening. I always wash out my bags. I don't know why. Seems like the right thing to do, I guess. We'll put this in the trash can. I'll continue showing you what's up and what we're doing. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing with these. Put these over. So this is the weekend of 4th of July coming up. Right now I think it's the 30th today. It's Wednesday. So we're going to work all weekend. We go back to work tomorrow. And yeah, let's do that with this one too. Then we'll rinse this bag out. Okay, here's some fat they put on top. It's got a little meat on it. Somebody was nice to do that, I guess. So, rinse these off. Get all that old blood off. Stuff out of the drain so it drains down. Alright guys, turn that off so you can hear me. So, I like to buy these because I like this piece of the meat. This right here cooks up really well. So how I get rid of them, I go down this. So I'm just hugging up against the bone right there. So I took all that meat off. And then there we go. That's what I wanted to do to begin with. Alright, so I just followed the bones around. This knife isn't as sharp as I like. And there I got my ribs here. Usually this part right here, okay, the silver skin, I try to take it off because it's a little chewy, but it's not a lot on there, and I'm leaving it on this time. So put this back in here. And take this off here. Those little bones are. See, these are these. I don't even know what we would call those bones. I'm sure there's a name for them. And pull this around. And I got all meat right here. And I like these. There's a bone right here. I'll take that little bone out. There we go. So that's all meat right there. Okay, let's do the same to this one. Put this in the sink. Already done. Do this to this one. We're just going to follow that. I don't know if you can see right here. This is where the bone stops pretty much and goes around this big bone here. So not a lot of room on the counter. Not a lot of counter space in our kitchen. This is the first time you guys have been in here to really, we haven't cooked too much in here. We try to do it outside. But today is a really moist day out. Not that it's raining out, but it's like 90% humidity out. And all right. So then I got this one here done too. And I got all this meat on this one. Take out those little bones. The little bones in there. Those are just little knuckles. You can put those in. All right. So I wash this off. Cold water. Got my handy dandy rag here. I'll wash off the counters a little bit and reach them back out. That's how we roll. All right. All right, just got these done. There's those pieces there. Let him hang down. Here's that other piece. All meat, except for that little bone right there. I'm going to pat it dry. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to make two different types of potato salad. This is going to be mine, this is going to be Dione's. And I am going to start with, I already cut this all up. These are some sweet, actually sweet Oregon onions. I've got red, and I have kind of an orange looking bell pepper, and then I have a lot of celery. So I'm going to put a little bit of that into each one of these. Okay. She likes her bell peppers more. Got a camera in my hand, so things are flying everywhere. So hers, she's gonna get on hers some wishbone Italian dressing, because that's what she says she likes. So we're gonna give her wishbone on this one, and then I'll stir it all up. Don't want it to be dry, don't want it to be too wet. A little bit for her. We'll use a little salt. And reaching in the cabinet above here, a little fresh pipe. I like a lot more pepper than she does, so that's what we're doing. Let's see, I like to put some oregano in it. We got some big thick ones. This is Mexican oregano. Tastes a little differently, but I like it. So does Dione. So for mine, I'm going to take a bowl. Before, and we put if I was home, at home, bigger kitchen, what I would have done was I would have done this when it was hot, but I cooled down the potatoes. And when you make potato salad, hot it first and add all the ingredients and the dressing on it, it just makes it so much better. It just tastes, the flavor just comes out. So this is how I like mine. Mayonnaise. Already put the seasoning in it. I don't have any pickles. I do have pickles. I do have some pickles. I can make a little relish. Got enough pickle juice in it, and I got enough pickles in it. Put that over here like this. Stir that up. Dione does not like mayonnaise or pickles. I like mayonnaise and I like pickles. I always make the dressing a little bit wet because it will soak up the potatoes into them. parsley would be nice to make it look colorful. Taste it. Nobody else is eating it but us, or me. Wow. Really good. And it is in here. And they look good. So, yep, all that's on there. They're good and yummy. So we'll take them out in just a few minutes, and we will put them on the grill now. And they'll dry all out. These are shrunk just a little bit. They got probably another 20 minutes on the grill, and they will both be done. Plus all the succulent pieces down and below that, they'll be done too. So Dione's home, and she went to the laundromat. Max, on the other hand, is been sleeping in the bed behind us all this time, behind the curtain. And he's sleepy tired. He's happy that we're home, aren't you? We're not going to work today, right? No work? No, I hope not. And then Dione went and did laundry for us. We had that done. We got a hole in our roof. If you remember, we put a light up there. Well, you can see the light holes right here. Well, we put the light up there, and when that happened, everything was good. And then the other day, I was editing a video, and when I was editing the video, it was really super hot in here because the temperatures got to be like probably about 90 degrees in here, and the temperature when I render a video like goes up big time. So what I ended up doing was I turned on the air conditioner, the big air conditioner, the one that's up here, that one. Make a long story short, turned it on. It was on, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
And I guess it pulled so much moisture out of the camper that up above here, when we go up on the roof, there's a condensation tray, and it grabbed all the moisture out of here. And when it did that, then it had nowhere to go because the condensation tray was dirty. So then it filled up somehow and went underneath. I think there's like a cut in the vinyl, or not even a cut. I think it's a crack from the old self-leveling silicone crap that goes up on top. So I think it went underneath, and it started to run. It started to run from there up in here someplace all the way down to here, and it kept going. And I guess it stopped in here someplace because this is the lowest spot. And when it did that, the light was up there. Dione was sitting right here, and it kept dropping water on her head like that. And she looked up, and I looked up, and the little globes that are here, they're right here. The little globes here that were up on the light fixture, they were filled with water. So we took it all down, and I put my finger in the hole, and I went, oh my God, it's damp and wet in there. So that was probably, what, 20 minutes worth of leaving the air conditioner on. So we've got to get up on the roof and fix it. As you can see, we're outside now, and it's misting. It's wet, kind of. You can hear the black crows flying above us around in the trees. But anyways, this is going good. So the inside one is Fahrenheit. So we have this actually at just a little over 600 degrees. Okay. And I'm going to take this. I'm going to turn these off for right now. Yep, turn that off. Actually, this way. We'll leave this up. Take those and put them down there. I turned off the flame so when there's grease on it, it's not going to have anything to catch. If there's a fire underneath it, it will. Alright, so now we're just going to leave those on there for a few minutes. Put these pieces on too. Alright. Now I turned it back on. So it dropped temperature from a little over 600 degrees to a little bit over 400 degrees. And it's actually raining right now. Sprinkling. Yeah, it's sprinkling right now. So we'll have these cooking and I'll show you the final product. Huh? And then we'll have a talk later.
Yes.
It's a good talk. It's not like dad talk or anything.
No.
No. It's not like a mom talk.
No.
It's like a, hey, guess what we're gonna do? So here's the outcome of the ribs. Got a nice, nice color to them. Just separating down. Not as tender as I want. I should have cooked them a little bit longer in the oven. But you know, you do what you do. Those are all the little tidbits. These are the big pieces of meat, that my favorite pieces. And these are the ones with the bones on them. They make good snacks, cold even. Get a little flame on it. And that's good. Go ahead and clean the grill up. All right, so here's my plate. I'm not going to eat all this. It's just way too much. You probably wouldn't like it, so you won't eat that much either. And this is Dion's plate. So Dione has the potato salad that has the wishbone Italian dressing on it, right? Has the corn on the cob and the ribs. I have my ribs. And then I have mine that has regular mayonnaise and mustard and my corn. And then we also have some garlic bread. A couple pieces of garlic bread in the oven. So that is our dinner tonight. I'll serve Dione now. Here, honey.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here we go. Just trying to reach for a knife and a fork. All right. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye for now.
Talk to you in a minute.
Yes.
All right, everybody. We had a scrumptious dinner. Did you like the ribs?
Yes.
The ribs were good. Did you like your potato salad?
Oh, yeah.
Potato salad was oh yeah. Mine was even yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know. Mine was really good. And we also had some garlic bread that was just right. And some corn on the cob. Corn could have been a little bit bigger. It's kind of early in the season, I guess, for corn. But it was pretty good. So that's how we make our ribs. Yeah, we'll eat off of those till tomorrow. And maybe on Friday. And then I'm going to make something else for 2 days to eat off of because, yeah, we got to work all the rest of this week. And it is 4th of July.
Yes. And
we are really going to be very, 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 very busy and understaffed. So wish us luck on that. I'm not even over last weekend yet because it was so busy and so hot. Temperatures were like I said, 112. I think at the most. Inside probably 125 in the kitchen for Dione. Probably about 110 for me inside. I don't know. It was pretty hot. And so that was just on Sunday. Monday it just turned around and it was like 64 degrees or something like that. So we're back to the cooler temperature, but it's overcast and it's really super humid. So the humidity is probably, I don't know, probably about 75% I think right now. And that's just pretty hot to me. So what we want to talk about today is things that we're planning to do. The season ends here September 12th,
yes,
13th. So that weekend there's an appreciation weekend. And after that it's pretty much over. We've been asking since February if we could stay the winter or, you know, what are we going to need to do. Well, it was pretty much time to look for another job because nobody's told us we could stay because they just don't know yet. And I understand all that. So we've been looking for another place to go in the wintertime. We're looking to go obviously down south where it's nice and warm. It will probably be in, well, we don't know exactly when we're going to have to be anywhere yet. We have 2 jobs that we've been asked to come to work for. We told them we would give them an answer within the next couple weeks. So we're not sure exactly which one it is. We kind of are sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not going to tell you yet. We're not going to tell anybody yet. But both places want us. The one place wants us to run their cafe, and the other place wants us to just work at a cafe. So I'm not sure which one we're going to take. Yeah, one or the other. One pays a lot more money. One pays less money. One wants us to pay all the hours that we would work for our spot in the middle of nowhere in the desert. And the other one says, okay, so we got all these amenities, you can stay here and we'll charge you $400 for your spot. That's a lot of money, but we've done it before, and $200 a piece each out of our paychecks, and we're making five more dollars than we're making here. I am. She'll be making $4 more an hour because she's already has the raise here. So with that said, I guess maybe that's the one we're going to take, but we're not sure. So we'll see what happens. It's now just July. We have until September, like I said, 12th or 13th. We probably won't leave here for about a week afterwards. We're going to get everything fixed up. We want to definitely take and do the brakes on the truck. So we'll be showing you that. We started it at one point and didn't finish it. And then we drove around with good brakes on the camper. We also need to go and fix, or actually replace the tires on the camper here because they're 4 years old. And they've been sitting for really for 3 years of those 4 years. And so I would rather have new tires on it and spend $600-700 on tires than to have tires that are going to blow out down the road and tear up the undercarriage of the camper itself, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen. And we've heard that's what happens. So we'll fix that. We also want to turn our hitch around and reposition it so it's not up high in the front, because it's dragging the back down. I don't know if you can see that, but if you put the front up, the back goes down. So if we put the back down, or the front down, the back will go up, and we won't be dragging our sewer system and everything like we have been doing. So yeah, even though it's all flat, and it's when you look at everything, it's totally level all the way across. But the problem is that on this camper, they only have maybe 10 inches from the ground, from the stem of it to the ground. And if you hit a bump or go over a curb like we did, you're going to rip it out. So we want to fix that. We also have a major problem, like I was saying before, the hole up there. That's full of water, and it's because of the air conditioner. So probably next week we're going to have to go up on the roof. I can't get my fat butt up there. So Dion's going to have to get up there. We're going to have to borrow the ladder from the campground. Go up there, take the top off of it, and find the tray that is a condensation tray. They say that what happens is debris gets in there, clogs up the little holes, and once they're clogged up, then the debris or the water runs out when you run your air conditioner down inside, and that's where that ends up. So anyways, the next step we're going to do after we fix, that's got to be fixed right away. But after to get on the road again, we're going to go, and we already have the tires for the truck. We bought those with the money we got from the government. And we're going to go get rear brakes for that, because we didn't put the rear brakes on when we did the front brakes. They didn't need it. Now it does. We're going to check the differential and the transmission. We're going to put shocks in the back. And what else? There was
Tires on the camper.
Yeah, and that's what I said, but we're talking about the truck. Oh, and we have to buy the towing mirrors again, because that one is busted off, and I have to have one for the driver's side on the side mirrors. So really, I probably should have spent the $300 and got the one that comes for towing that collapses and has the light turn signal and all that other stuff into it, integrated into it. There was 2 of them. It was $320, and that would have been better and would have upgraded the truck a little bit. But we got these snap-on ones, and they actually work really well.
Yes, they do.
And they're $64, $69, something like that. So that's good. Okay, anything else?
No.
So anyways, guys, this was a lazy 2 days for us. We did not do anything, and we needed to get this video out because I promise everybody a video every week. And I promise you that next week will be better. I think that we have Mount Hood to go to, and Mount St. Helens, and there's a couple other places that we want to go and maybe go back to before we leave, like the covered bridge. I want to see that again with the leaves changing just before we leave. I don't know, there's a bunch of stuff that we can go do still.
Yeah.
So, don't think that we've sloughing off here, but last weekend was just, we got our butts kicked at work, and we just needed these 2 days to just rest and recoup. Yep. So, alright, you guys take care. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing to our channel. We really appreciate it, and definitely come back and see us next Sunday at 6 o'clock. So if you want to write us, you can always write us at msfitz'sadventures@gmail.com, or you can see us on Facebook or Instagram, or you can see us on our own webpage, which is misfitsadventures.com. We'll have the video out every Sunday, like I said. And then you can also get our stickers by writing us and sending us $7 in a self-addressed stamped envelope to P.O. Box 1012, Warrington, Oregon. And that's 97146. And we'll send some stickers out for you right away. So, hey, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And you guys be good, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.